remember, we got into Tahidi High as actors, but we were film students. We were studying the behind the scenes of making a TV show. The acting was because of a co-curricular activity, drama. So for us, acting was always a means to an end. Our goal was to always produce and direct our own shows.
So you're given a script now. You are who? What's your character name?
Melvin.
Yeah. Melvo. Yeah. So unapatiwa script. And in that day you're going to shoot episode 1, episode 3, episode 6 in the classroom, and then now you go and shoot episode 1, episode 3 outside.
Yes.
Same thing.
Yes, out of sequence.
How does it explain how did that work?
So the way so the way it works, let's say in an episode, there are scenes where you're in class, and then from the class, of course, you move out to the field, and then to the library, and then to the swimming pool, for example. So it's more efficient when you're shooting inside a classroom. You take like 4 episodes. You take all the classroom scenes in the 4 episodes, shoot them at the same time, because setting up lights and everything takes a lot of time. So that the whole day to class, we're just shooting classroom scenes. Then tomorrow we go to the field. And the next day we go to the library. So you shoot out of sequence. Then the editor now, anakuja anajoin, anachukua class yenye mlishoot on this day, na field mlishoot on this day, na whatever mlishoot, and then they make the sequence.
Yeah,
the complete episode.
So were you the one who so you're given a script, you will say these words?
Yes.
So you just deliver?
Yes.
Ulikuwa na jileta? Ulikuwa na add your own flavor, the way you were saying, the way you wanted guys to...
You see that thing where I said when we walk into a space, we change cultures? The original concept of Tahidi High was supposed to be a high-end high school. Posh Barbie school. Like ile shule watoi who learned na choppers. It was supposed to be that school. They only speak English, proper English, ni mababi. Tuliingia hapo na hizo script, tukaangaliana na Abel, ai kitu haiwezi. We were the first actors to start speaking Sheng on that show.
What?
We used to fight with the director.
In fact, I was going to ask you.
And she's a no-nonsense lady. Wait. But, si tunakuanga tu na hiyo. Ndio nasema sijui ni udandora na ukibera.
Ugera.
Alafu si tumetoka public school. So tunajua in public schools hapa ndio drama iko. Hapa ndio itashika. And ndio itashika masses. And I kid you not. When we switched the first thing is we really used to fight with her.
So like,
but
for example,
she allowed it. Yeah.
Script uko na script.
Yeah.
Get out of here. What was Abel's name again?
Freddy. Yeah.
Freddy, get out of here.
Yeah.
So you'll be like,
Buddha is here.
Yeah. She's like, but that is not in the script, bro.
Mnakosana kidogo tu, but thankfully she had the grace to allow us. So she allowed it.
No, bro.
Yes.
First and foremost, that's brave. What gave you the guts to do that, to go against the script? Where's the script? It's not where's your conductor script for this particular show?
Yeah. Buda ushaipatana na watu wa ghetto. Si kwa tu vichwa ngumi. Sijui tunakwanga tu. Believe it or not, you see what I'm saying about having a conversation in Sheng.
Yes.
To date, when we walk into boardrooms, suongea na Sheng. Because now later on when we built our company and we're starting to be called to shoot TV ads, you're walking into a boardroom, they want an advert for the masses. But the entire boardroom was wanaongea kizungu fulani, you guy, my guy, the writers, everyone. I'm like, so how are you creating a product for the mass market? But you're speaking like the 1%.
Yes.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. So anyway.
It's like me, even me when you come here, me speaking English. Me niko used to this.
Yes.
So I'm just naturally being me.
Yes.
It's like you are naturally being you.
Exactly. So we took the risk but the first audience is always the crew on any TV show.
Oh.
So when we started breaking these rules, the crew will be on their wamenisha. So the director anataka kuoppose, but she's seeing what the effect is around the room. By the way, slowly, without whatever, the Tahidi High went from being a private school to being a public high school.
Wow.
We changed that culture. It forced them to change the premise of the show.
And of course, after shooting this, you put it out. Okay, let's talk about the first time it goes out. I can imagine.
Yeah.
What was the response like?
Again, in our heads, this is not a big deal. So even, I remember the day I went home with the uniform. Niliambia madhe, kuna ka show tumeget. Nita need kubuy uniform. Because at this point, sina do. She gave me the money. I came with the uniform. So, hizo ni za nini? I'm acting as a high school student. Okay. The first episode went on air. For me, I continued with life kama kawaida. At this point, remember, I'm still active in church. So I think the first moment it hit me, this is a big deal, is I went to church on a weekday. I don't know what we were doing. I went, nikapita hapo reception. Receptionist akasimama akaniambia, Phil, ni wewe nilikuwa na Citizen? Niko. That marked my very first fun. First fun. First person noticing me because of TV.
Nice.
And then from there, of course,
just went. And we entered the fame conversation.
Yeah.
What about now the money? You start paying money, bro. Nani alikuwa nalipa fees zako, by the way?
Nini zo?
Fees Kenya Institute of Mass Communication.
Mass Communication.
KIMC.
KIMC. It was my mom, but this time, by the time I get into Tahidi, I'm in second year. So by the time I'm getting to third year, hata neza changia madheni mtushie shika hapa, piga top up. So remember, 3,000 is not a lot of money. And 3,000, let me specify, was when you are a main character. Main character meaning you have lines. So remember, this is a school. So there are days when, as 4A students, the show is about, let's say, the Form 3s. But we still have to go and shoot. So that kwa field is kind of empty.
Yes.
When students who extras. So when you're an extra,
you 1K.
500 bob for an episode. One episode takes 2 days to shoot. So basically, nilikuwa nalipwa tuchwani 250. But Buddha, let me tell you, we used to be so excited about going to work. We even used to make fun. Buddha, nalipwa so 5 kulala kwa nyasi. Watu wanaenda mjengo wanalipwa 200. Si tuko tu sawa. Because literally tunalipwa 500 shillings ushinde huko kwa nyasi ukitembea. And it's not all the scenes. Yeah, so for us, tuko tu sawa. So at the end of the month, because at the end of the month, they pay in blocks of 4 episodes. But maybe at the end of the month, you came in for 1 main role and maybe 1 or 2 extras. So unatoka na 4K. Lakini bro, niko college. 4,000 shillings. Mtaimba jina yangu.
Chop my money.
Chop my money. Kuharibu.
So what's happening in school? Are people now begin to tell you, hey, Nyaje?
Yes.
Does you and Abel, your profile, and OJ? No, yeah. OJ probably had already changed before.
Yeah.
OJ ended before you guys.
Yes. So, yes, our profile starts changing. How people view us. And again, this was a glimpse into what quote unquote fame and success does. For some reason, it alienates you. You don't realize it slowly. Because you're in college with a salary. Ataka ni 4K. Remember, mtoi wa kole, manze anakuanga amesota. So now there's a lifestyle you can afford that mtoi wa kole is. I remember we even had this very candid conversation with guys we were with in college. Because it's as if there became a rift between Abel and myself and our classmates. So I'm talking about maybe 2 or 3 years ago is when we were having this conversation. we were like, nika nyua tu, because then they still meet, they still hang out, they never call us. Likuwa, bro, kwani tuliwakosea? And they were candid, they were like, Phil, you guys never realized that show made you superstars. 1. 2, you guys got jobs when you were still in college. Us, we left college and tarmacked for another like 2-3 years before we got our first jobs.
Wow.
So hatukuwa na experiences. Nyinyi life yenyu ili change. And it's when you're famous, you start living a certain lifestyle because you're being called into all this.
Bro, you don't pay bills.
You don't pay bills.
You know, for my whole musician life, I never paid for a plane.
Thank you.
Mpaka nikaenda honeymoon. Ndio nikasema damn.
Ndege zinakonga expire hivi. Yes, you don't pay bills. You're being flown everywhere. You sitting with the who is who. Like, yeah, our life transformed, and we had never seen it from their point of view. We were like, okay, so now I understand what fame and success sometimes does to people.
And let me say, when I got famous as a musician, even though I did national things, sometimes toured the countries, whatever it is, it wasn't, for me, it didn't get to the grassroots. Tahidi High got to the grassroots.
Bro.
The Wochi is telling, is seeing you. Yes. The CEO is seeing you. That's, now with CT I feel it a bit, but that, I'm saying that for you, I can imagine that's what you guys were going through.
Bro.
They tell me 98% viewership.
Bro, it was crazy. There's no corner in this country that you'd go to and people didn't know us. I remember us having a conversation with Churchill at some point, and Churchill is a big deal. But Churchill alikuwa anasema, mimi kuna places kwa hii country nikienda hata watu wajui mimi ni nani. Because Churchill show was on NTV.
Yes,
NTV was just being viewed in urban areas.
Yep.
Bro, we used to get report. Ni wapi? Place kama Kakuma camp. Guys used to pay to watch Tahidi High. Wanalipa 10 bob, 20 bob.
What?
Manze, like, I can confidently say this. The breed of actors coming up now and performers will never enjoy the visibility that we had. Remember at that point, there were only 7 TV stations in the entire country.
And
so for you to get 98%,
you have to say a very big thing that happened at that time.
Yeah.
So I was head of TV and radio for Fountain Media. Fountain Media came when the digital stations came.
Yeah.
So I used to take the shows on Fountain Media, go to KBC and input the content into KBC because KBC had national reach.
Yes.
Meaning the infrastructure that broadcasted around the country, KBC had it.
Yes.
Citizen put infrastructure down.
Yes.
So the reason Citizen had that insane reach, and not KTN and not NTV, because Citizen put infrastructure, hardware, atuongeju ya software.
Yeah. The booths and the masks and
And then Citizen concentrated on local.
Kabisa.
Wow.
So the fame was on another level. I don't think anyone will ever get it ever again. It will never happen again because now we have over, I think, 200 TV stations. And then social media. Digital. So attention is split. At that point, on Tuesday, this used to be social media was not a thing because if we had proper phones and cameras, on Tuesday at 7:30, tulikuwa tunaenda nje ya apartments, like, you know, these big apartments where they have like 100 houses. Unasikia tu TV zote zinacheza one signature tune, Tahidi ikianza. That thing used to blow my mind.
Including the school that you're in?
At this point, no, at this point, this is now, tukifanya hivi, we have already moved out. Nili move out.
Oh, you moved out after you started making money?
Yes. Yeah.
So second year mko move?
No. Third year. This is 2007. 2008 we were in third year, bado tuko kwa wazazi. 2009 1st January tulikuwa kwa hao. Yes. So we gave ourselves at least a year.
But in 2008, it's plain.
Yeah.
Muko kwa stations.
Yes.
So, and now even you're telling me your friends Namun and Davy.
Yeah.
Because you guys are in a different life.
Kabisa.
Okay, but back to this Tahidi High thing. So, are you interested in learning about production? Okay, some of these questions I get as a musician.
You're right.
I was a rapper, but when Blackman was making the music,
You'd be there.
Mi niko hapo.
Yeah.
Logic unafanya nini? How do you record? How do you switch on the thing? How do you do this? So even Kanji, how do you do events?
Yeah.
So were you doing that for Tahidi High?
101% true. Remember, we got into Tahidi High as actors, but we were film students. We were studying the behind the scenes of making a TV show. The acting was because of a co-curricular activity, drama. So for us, acting was always a means to an end. Our goal was to always produce and direct our own shows.
Wow.
We were very clear on that. So even when we got in as actors, immediately, kierere, tulianzanga kusumbua producer, can we be interns? Can I learn? Can I shadow the production assistant? Can I shadow the assistant director? By the time tunamaliza 1 year, from 2007 to 2008, by the time tunafika to mid 2008, Abel was already shooting, was already the camera.
Na kamenje.
For me, I was already a production assistant.